Hello, my name is Savannah Leona Peck, and I am so excited to share this information with you right now. I have been a personal trainer for 7 years. I went to start my own business, put $30,000 into starting my own personal training studio, realized after a year of taking a shaman course that actually wasn't what I was supposed to be doing. I wanted to be more free, I wanted to travel the world, and that's what I did. I took a hit, I lost a lot of money, and I started traveling around the world for almost 3 years. I lived in 13 countries by myself. I lived out of 2 suitcases. I really became a minimalist. I learned so many valuable lessons that I cannot be taught from a guru or from a teacher or from a course book. I learned life valuable lessons, and what it really taught me was everything that truly matters is our breath, our heart, and love, our energy field, our frequency, what we're vibrating off every single day. The media, the mainstream media, has now taken over our world. Social media has become the thing of the future, and everyone's addicted to their phones. You probably realized if you have kids that it's really hard to get them off their games, off their phones. So this is why I am so excited about what's fallen into my lap. My good friend Zach from Australia introduced me to a Class 2 medical device from Germany. It's been cleared in the USA with the FDA. And what's so special about this is that it's wearable. So what it does is it actually scans your entire body, your auras, your chakras, your bioenergetic field, and it tells you where you're out of alignment the most. Once you actually know out of 120 programs where you're out of alignment the most, that's where we focus on immediately. We send your body frequencies, it's called frequency therapy, and it actually gets straight to your cells. So what that means is it's actually hardwiring you, rewiring you from the inside out. So what social media is doing, what the governments are doing, they're taking away our breath, they're taking away our right to oxygen, they are programming us with a lot of fear, and people are acting irrationally because when you're thinking stressful thoughts, you can't think clearly. Your stress gate has been flicked on in your pituitary gland, and you cannot think straight. So that is what we're seeing today, is people completely lost in life. So if I hadn't been a trainer and been obsessed with the physical body and nutrition, I wouldn't have been drawn to NLP, neuro-linguistic programming for the mind, and trying to help rewire the mind by asking the mind the right open-ended questions. Thirdly, if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have been drawn to this shaman course. These 2 courses with the Algonquin medicine man completely changed my life too. It helped me realize that I didn't want to be in one location. I wanted to work online. I wanted to find a way to travel the world, and that's what I did. So after traveling for a couple years, I was forced to come back to Canada because of COVID. I was living in Mexico, and what happened was I went through a massive depression. I was completely addicted to my phone, and I couldn't stop researching everything to do with the COVID, with the vaccines, with you name it. What this did for me was put me down a rabbit hole into the dark night of the soul. And I had another awakening. And I wanted to even throw my phone out after watching The Social Dilemma on Netflix. I wanted to get rid of all my social media apps, and I wasn't really sure what my purpose was because I couldn't see it linked to this device that's a tracking device. The very next day after this complete breakdown, this Healy device, this medical device, fell into my lap. It showed up at the very right time. I've been using it for almost 2 weeks. I've been scanning myself, seeing exactly what's out of alignment. It brought up my skin. I have a mild form of athlete's foot because I've been training and sweaty so much. It brought up my neck pain. It brought up my emotional issues to do with relationships. I just got out of a breakup, and it also brought up the lack of love I felt from a father, which I never had a father growing up. So each person that this device scans is so unique, so personal to that person. It will blow your mind. So So once you figure out what in your body needs the most attention, we actually take the frequencies and we program your body with those specific frequencies. Now this is life altering because we are actually getting to the cellular level, working inside out. Now I've worked with nutrition, I've worked with naturopaths, I've done so many things to try to help heal some of my emotional, mental trauma, and this has been the one thing that has now connected me to my purpose. Because the phone that I'm holding right now, it has been completely disconnecting us, and it is actually putting us all in a depression because the social engineers of these apps are so intelligent that they make it like slot machines at a casino. So that is why people lose their purpose, they feel lost, and they're just playing along with the scripts that the mainstream news are putting out. So to wrap up, this is connecting me to my purpose, and it's actually have already connected 2,000 practitioners to their purpose, because we can use this device to scan ourselves with the medical device. And so we can link the two, and now every day I'm waking up and I'm actually using my phone for a good purpose, instead of putting myself down a rabbit hole, making myself all negative. And I still want to be updated with independent news, but now I am literally feeling the fog and feeling the heaviness from this depression because of COVID lift up, and I'm realizing that this is the new technology we need. This is the stuff that they've been suppressing for decades. Tesla, Bruce Lipton, Dr. Joe Dispenza, they all talk about energy, the law of nature, the law of the universe, and we were not taught this in school. Unfortunately, we have all been through indoctrination in school, and we weren't really taught anything valuable. So now this frequency is actually coming out at the most perfect time to help us raise our vibration. So I am sitting outside on top of my rooftop in Victoria, Canada, on Vancouver Island, and as you can hear, since I'm in a city, you can hear the cops there, so I'm sorry about that. But I just wanted to be out in nature while I do this video, to introduce myself, to introduce a little bit of my thoughts, and to give you an idea of what this is and what it can do for your family. So thank you so much for listening, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out or book an appointment with me. Thanks so much.